It is Thursday, October 17th. Welcome back to the vlog. So, on Tuesday I was going to talk about a thing, and then I didn't because the Heritage Foundation and its action committee got in there and messed everything up for all the rest of us for a couple days, and so I'm going to talk about it today. And it's kind of apropos because today is Spirit Day, the day when we all wear purple to show our support for people who have been bullied, and to say that, you know, we think bullying is wrong and you shouldn't do it, etc. And it seems like kind of good timing because the entire country just got bullied through a shutdown. You like that? I'm kind of proud of that. I know it's kind of cheesy, but I liked it. So I'm going to say something to you now, and I want you to know that I know it will probably make you mad, and it will probably make you want to turn off my video, and I understand that urge, but I hope that you won't. I hope that you will stick with me because I am going somewhere with this, and I think you'll like where I'm going. So, that said, the Tea Party is better than you. Full stop. No arguments. That is how it is. They are better than you because they have decided it. And if they decide it, that is how it is. Because the Tea Party and the people who represent them in Congress are a group of antisocial narcissists. And when I say antisocial narcissists, I don't mean antisocial narcissism in a colloquial way. I mean it in a DSM V diagnostic terminology way. And I will post a link to the terminology and the definitions of them in the thing, so you can go look it up for yourself because I don't have time to explain it now. But trust me, they are antisocial narcissists. And that's bad. So all week long on Twitter, I've been hinting at this thing that I've been yelling at the television because people keep saying this thing over and over and over again on TV and on Twitter and on blogs and in the paper, and it's just wrong. And the thing that they're saying is that the Tea Party and the people who represent them in Congress are like a bunch of toddlers running around. And that's not true. They are antisocial narcissists. And it's a fine line, I'll grant you, between the two things because, you know, for the most part, all little kids are narcissists. The difference is that a little kid grows out of it. A little kid or a toddler learns from the stimuli that surrounds him or her. So using the example of the stove, because everybody's been using the example of the stove, a toddler will walk up to a stove and it will touch a burner and it will cry because the burner was hot and he got burned. It's a lot of times to say burned in a sentence. The narcissist, the Tea Party person, will walk up to that stove over and over and over and over again, touch the burner, get burned, and get mad. Because it's not his fault for touching the burner, it's the burner's fault for being hot. He didn't get burned because of his own actions. He got burned because of the stove. More importantly, he got burned because the manufacturer of the stove didn't create a stove that would recognize that he, unlike everybody else, did not deserve to get burned when he put his hand on a hot burner. The manufacturer should have written in a thing that said, hey, this guy needs a cool burner to touch, so cool off when you see him, stove. And he didn't, so now the manufacturer of the stove is going to get sued. Another example of this is when you're driving. Most of us, okay, so most of you, because I don't drive, when you get cut off in traffic, it's a momentary thing. It's just, you know, wow, what a jerk. That guy thinks he's going to get somewhere 3 seconds faster because he cut me off in traffic, probably wasn't paying attention, was probably texting or something, and then it's done. And we might be a little irritated for the rest of the day because it's scary to get cut off in traffic, but it gets let go. For the narcissist, for the Tea Party person, for Ted Cruz, if you will, that driver was saying to Ted Cruz, as Ted Cruz, the human, that the driver deserved to be ahead of him on the road because the driver matters more than Ted Cruz. That driver deserves that space in traffic more than Ted Cruz. It was a personal attack on Ted Cruz that driver cut him off in traffic because, you know, Ted Cruz should just be allowed to go wherever Ted Cruz wants, however he wants to get there, and everybody should just get out of the way. And Ted Cruz is it's a metaphor for a bigger group. But yeah, that's the primary difference. A narcissist or an antisocial narcissist has a really overly inflated idea of themselves. So if they think it up, it's true. And if they tell you that something is true, then you have to believe it, or you are attacking them. And that's where the negotiation thing was getting really misconstrued, because, you heard them yelling over and over again, you're not negotiating, you're not negotiating. And to the narcissist, simply stating something should be enough. The fact that they didn't up their game when they were told no was the negotiation. Because, a narcissist walks up and pokes you on the shoulder and you're like, what are you doing? So you poke them back. That's you escalating a situation, and that gives the narcissist permission to punch you in the face, because, they get to do whatever they want to do and you just have to deal with it. But you doing something is the start of a fight. And that's bad. That's dangerous. It's not good to have that type of personality in power. I mean, to have a position of power and to be in Congress, you have to have a certain bit of ego. You have to be pretty confident in who you are and what you believe and what you think your constituents want, because that's who you're there to represent. But when it's only your way or everything has to get burned down, it's dangerous. And it's scary for the rest of us, because we cannot understand what that is. There is no way, if you don't have this personality disorder, to get inside of it. You just kind of have to accept it for what it is and try to work around it as you can. Which is not a place that we need to be with our congressional representatives. So, I encourage you, because I'm at 6.5 minutes and this is running long, to get involved in the political process this election. The entire House of Representatives is up for re-election next year. Get involved with your people. If you really, really like your representative and you think that, they stand a pretty good chance of winning your district, cool. Donate to somebody else's campaign, stump for them, whatever. Do regular people stump for candidates, or do candidates stump for people? Anyway, so get out there and spread the word about the people that you think should be in Congress over the people who might already be there. And with that, I'm going to go, because I am at 7 minutes and that's too long. So get involved in the political process. The Tea Party aren't toddlers, and hooray for the shutdown being over right now. And there is more to say about that, but that will wait until next week. Yay! So I'm going to go. Thank you as always for watching. I really, really appreciate it, and I will see you on Tuesday. See you later.